Today, I want to make a video about Amber. Does she need a buff? And, that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Because you've seen the tier list. You know that she's put, in D tier by a lot of different people. And, does she need a buff to kind of bring her into a place where she's considered kind of like excelling at a certain thing? I mean, I really think she's fantastic in the overworld, but I guess a lot of people don't rate that high. And I agree, she has some problems, but to me, the biggest problems isn't necessarily with Amber. It's with range characters or bow users in general. Like, the first thing is, in this game, it focuses proximity. Like, I'm fighting these slimes right now. I can't choose. Like, if I'm auto-attacking, there's no way I can choose which one I want to shoot unless I literally walk right on top of it. Like, say I want to take out this guy. Yeah. See, despite the fact that I'm looking at this guy right now, I'm trying to focus my camera on him. Right now, I got it. Now that I took out the, what was that? Now that I took out that guy, now I can hit him. So, you think ranged character, archer type character, hey, it'd be one of the things that would really be cool is, they're taking out, they're finding that high priority target, they're taking them out, guys. But no, that's not what archers can do in this game. They basically do single target damage to enemies, and they can only do it to whatever's closest to them. So the whole like range part, especially in harder stuff like this, Spiral Abyss, it's just not that easy to do. So kind of relying on Amber using her skills, to do damage, but consistently doing damage to like a high priority target is impossible unless you're using basically the aim mode, which if it's fully charged, it's pretty good, but you have to rely on it being fully charged, which is a pain in itself. The whole just using the aiming mode, not that great. Not that great in my opinion. Element skills. I'll go with this. And then let's take a look at this range mode. Actually, I'm not. I'll try not to accidentally die while I'm talking and demonstrating. So, like, this is the range mode. You can hit stuff and do extra damage. Obviously, I'm way over level to this, so not necessarily the best demonstration. It may look better than it is. It's so funny, like, too, because notice like I knocked him down. Like, if you're trying to aim at him, that's actually not a great thing for DPS. So, like, I'm trying to hit this thing. I just not doing a lot of damage. And it's so funny. Like, excuse me. Like, the highest percentage, like, oh yeah, I can't check my characters. Like, the point that I get the highest, it's so funny targeting slimes too. This is the other thing. It's normal attack aiming sucks ass when it comes to slimes. Like, holy moly! Like, do you see how many of these she's actually hitting on these slimes? None. Like, almost next to none. Here, let me help you out with Fiona here. I mean, this isn't like an Amber issue. Like, how the game decides to target these things isn't necessarily an Amber Pacific issue. It's this goddamn game. I mean, it seems like range is just, or melee is so much more consistent. It does multi-hit damage. You have the options for, like, you got these catalyst users with big AoE skills. Speaking of which, taste of this, buddy. Now, to me, I don't know like what the hell you could do as far as like making it better. Like, how do you make range better? I mean, can you make this aiming now buff that? Like, I don't know. If that would be a start, you know, because I mean, this seems like the point, you know, that a range like carry would actually be, you know, kind of decent. And the fact that he's not gonna, there's no way he's getting through with this. It's like here can, like, I could be fighting something, I could be dodging back and forth, I'd be taking, you know, this dude out. All right, apparently he becomes immune the second he's on the ground. It's like there's just so many issues with range carries that a melee character wouldn't have to deal with. You know, he just walks up, he swings, just I swing. You know, I guess you know he's being put in more danger for sure, but he's also getting the bet on the multi-hit attacks. All he's got to do is like dodge. You know, if like someone do big attack, a lot of times you just dodge past them, and you've dodged it, so you can kind of like dance in and out of attack, which an archer cannot do. And really, it just feels like the archers did not have an identity in this game. They're just, you know, they can't do the single target damage that a lot of other stuff does. I mean, I guess one of the things I get going from is they can do range damage. I mean, they can do physical damage pretty decently, you know, and they have like an elemental damage on command. So they do have like that sort of flexibility, if you want to call it that, that maybe some other characters don't. But I feel like flexibility isn't necessarily the greatest trait in a game where it almost seems best to like hyper focus on a specific thing. All right, I killed them too quickly, and now I'm out of stuff to fight. But you can kind of, I think it kind of showed up the demo of what the issue I have with archer characters. If I did have to do like an Amber Pacific buffs, I would say I wouldn't do anything extreme. I would say that Bear and Bunny could use a little bit more of an AoE. Again, it's more like the fact that enemies like just like for some reason they like to mull around in and out of its range, like right at the edge of its range, rather than just, you know, simply get close and attack it. I don't know why they decide, like, hey, that's what I want to do. So getting it to blow up could be can be a pain in the ass sometimes. No, that actually hit me. I do wish, you know, her Rain of Fire would have either a little more utility, or maybe hit a little bit harder, but that's not a big thing, because I mean she can get it pretty fast if she's, you know, hitting with her Bear and Bunny, which again, you know, if Bear and Bunny was a little more consistent, I can definitely see it being better. You know, Amber having a big buff to Amber, but again, overall, it's the issues that range carries have that I think are really what's hampering Amber, because she doesn't necessarily have like the super skills that say Fischl, those standout skills that Fischl and Venti, and like even Diona, this new character that, you know, just showed up. I mean, her skills are cute. Her, you know, burst is pretty nice, but I think really what stands out about Diona is just her E is amazing. It just has such amazing utility. Like, low cooldown. The shield is amazing, especially since there's so many annoying cryo enemies, especially in like harder content. It's just fantastic. And yeah, Amber, Bear and Bunny's pretty nice as a distraction. It doesn't provoke in like an amazing radius. A lot of times it seems like when you really need it, it gets ignored by enemies. It can do, you know, decent damage, especially if it hits off melt and you have the constellation for the manual detonation. It'd almost be nice if they took manual detonation off the Constellation and made that more of a kit. That would be kind of chill. Pretty cool. I'm just gonna shoot this. What the hell is going on there? There's like, again, there's so many weird things with ranged characters in this game that I don't get it. I don't get it. So that is the point of the video. I mean, I've talked for like 13 minutes, but buff Amber, sure, you know, if you want to, but I think you got to fix, they got to do something about ranged characters. I would love a lock-on feature, to be honest. If I could just like lock on a specific enemy. You know, hey, if like enemies body block me, then, you know, I hit them. But if I was able to like have like a lock-on feature where I could like, hey, this guy's marked, and then I'll strafe around and still be able to shoot him, take him out. Because there's definitely situations, especially in harder content like Spiral Abyss, where like there's a guy that you really want to take out. You don't want to mess around. You want to do as much damage as possible, and like, you know, being able to target and like really front load off of them. Especially when you have like skills like this. Like I can't aim this at all, like the Fiery Rain. It's 100%, you know, whatever the game decides to target. So being able to aim Fiery Rain, this I don't like at all. Like I hold this like at the maximum range, but all I can do is throw it at maximum range. Then it's not like the Traveler's like GOE. I like aiming like that would be great. Like it's, you know, starts at that highest arc, and, you know, I just like aim down to throw it down. That would be awesome. It's more, you know, less like number buffs and more like quality of life buffs that I think Amber needs, that more than anything, if they really want to make her a stronger character. All right, guys, that is it. I've talked too long. This video is too long, probably, but if you stay to the end, you're awesome. So thank you very much. If you would like, subscribe, very much appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Amber Gang. All right, signing off.